His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, chaired the weekly Cabinet meeting at Gudaibiya Palace. The Cabinet welcomed the outcomes of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa's meeting with the Chairman of the Transitional Sovereignty Council of Sudan, Lieutenant General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, during his visit to Bahrain. Marking the 45th anniversary of the establishment of the GCC Council, the Cabinet congratulated His Majesty the King and GCC leaders. The Cabinet extended its wishes of success to students across all educational stages in their end-of-year examinations for the 2025 to 2026 academic year. It also commended the efforts of the Defence, Security and all relevant authorities, which resulted in the completion of maintenance works and the containment of damages sustained by the Gulf Petrochemical Industries Company facility due to the hostile Iranian aggression. The Cabinet also expressed its thanks to nearby residents for their cooperation. The Cabinet condemned and denounced the blatant terrorist attack targeting the security and stability of Saudi Arabia using 3 drones launched from Iraqi airspace, as well as the terrorist drone attack against the UAE, which caused a fire along the perimeter of the Barakah nuclear power plant in the Al Dhafra region. The Cabinet also condemned the terrorist plot linked to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, which sought to undermine Kuwait's security and stability through an unlawful maritime infiltration attempt via its territorial waters, aimed at carrying out hostile attacks against the country. The Cabinet then reviewed measures taken to address the impact of the hostile Iranian aggression against Bahrain. The Cabinet reviewed several memoranda submitted by the ministerial committees and ministers, approving the following: procedures for implementing the decisions of the 19th Consultative Meeting of the Leaders of the Gulf Cooperation Council member states, the Framework Agreement and Agency Agreement between Bahrain and the Islamic Development Bank to finance the King Faisal Highway Development Project in the Kingdom, the Framework Agreement and Agency Agreement between Bahrain and the Islamic Development Bank to finance the Salman Industrial City Expansion Project in the Kingdom, a draft decree regulating the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs and a draft decree regulating the Islamic Endowments Affairs, a Memorandum of Understanding between the Supreme Council of Health and Lean Business Services Company in Saudi Arabia, the Government's response to several proposed laws and proposals submitted by the Council of Representatives. The Cabinet also reviewed the following reports: the outcomes of participation in the extraordinary meeting of the Ministers of Interior of the GCC member states, the Minister of Interior's visit to Kuwait, Bahrain's presidency of the UN Security Council meetings during April 2026.